Today's topic's movies, and well, I'm not really much of a movie person. I like to go to the theater, cinema, and watch movies, and I like to watch them at home sometimes, and sometimes I'm not interested in TV and movies and anything that's connected with it. So it's kind of, well, it's nice, but I could live without it as well, while music would be something I couldn't live without. So it's not the same thing with movies. In fact, there are people who have thousands of DVDs at home. I'm not one of those. I only own one DVD. Only one DVD that I bought in my whole entire life. And it's Where the Wild Things Are, which is a great choice for only having one DVD, I think. Where the Wild Things Are was my favorite book in kindergarten. And then when it came in theaters, I was like, I have to see it. So I went there with my sister. And we were the only people who were older than 7. It was all just kids and their parents and us. But I think that if you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely watch it. I think the kids who went to the cinema with their parents maybe were a little bit disappointed by that movie because it's not a kids' movie. It's a movie full of wisdom and beautiful things and beautiful pictures. Also, the colors are very, very beautiful in the movie. So there's a lot of things you can discover in this movie. Also, the character, the boy who plays Max, is really, really great at what he's doing. The characters of the monsters are amazingly well portrayed, so it's a really, really good movie. Besides Where the Wild Things Are, there are two movies that have probably a little bit formed me in who I am as a person. Number one is Harry Potter. And it's majorly because I started reading the books when the first book came out. And then I went to the cinema when the movies came out, and I remember that I wasn't allowed to watch the third part because mom said that I was too little and that the movie was too scary for me. So I was really mad at her for not letting me go to watch Harry Potter. And now I'm really, really excited for the last part, especially because I'm finishing school in, oh, well, 3 days. And Harry Potter's finishing school in July, and so it's kind of, we're finishing school together. I know this sounds so weird, but it's like we have, the same time together. And now we've finished with school, and then we go out into the world, and we're adults now and stuff. So I kind of feel connected to Harry Potter, right? And the other movie that also kind of has formed me as a person was The Cove. The Cove is a documentary. It's not like a movie, drama, comedy, whatever. It's about the dolphin hunt in Tahiti, and I don't know if you're interested in political things and in animals and stuff, but if you are, if you care about nature and that stuff, you maybe should watch this movie. It's really, really interesting. Well, what I can't stand about movies, especially about TV program movies, are when there are those bad actors and just feel like you watch this movie for 5 minutes. No, you watch it for 1 minute and you're like, what the hell are they doing? It feels like I could be a way better actress than they are. I mean, probably I'm not. I don't think I'm good at acting or anything. But there's nothing worse than movies filled with horrible actors and actresses. I suppose you agree on that. No one wants to watch bad movies. Another thing that I don't like about movies is those typical romantic falling in love and being happy ever after movies, because it's just unreal. And I'm not really an optimistic person. I'm not a pessimistic person either. I'm just really realistic. And I don't like it when movies present a world that is not realistic at all. Although Harry Potter isn't that realistic either. When I watch movies, I like to watch those a little bit of, I don't know, can you say indie movies? A little bit. So I really enjoyed Into the Wild, for example. Oh, and something that is really, really important to me, the soundtrack of a movie. The soundtrack is mostly responsible for the feelings that the viewers have. And for example, Where the Wild Things Are has an epic soundtrack. That's why it's an epic movie and why you should watch it. So there are some movies that have really, really great soundtracks, and movies where I think that the soundtracks were kind of omissioned. For example, a movie with a really, really great soundtrack is Up in the Air with George Clooney. The movie was good, but it was not super perfect. I enjoyed it though, but the soundtrack was really, really good. So that's what makes a good movie for me. Good actors, good soundtrack, and good filming. Like beautiful pictures. beautiful scenery pictures. I don't really know how to explain it. Beautiful setting, but majorly good actors and a good soundtrack. And a good storyline, probably. So take care, have fun, and we see each other next Monday.